hottest team in the majors has made a trip to the desert. Over the next 3 days, the Arizona Diamondbacks host the top team in Major League Baseball in hopes of making up some ground in the NL West. Now, the last time these two teams met, things got very interesting. Can the Desert Heat raise the tempers? We'll find out next as the Dodgers take on the Diamondbacks for the second time this season. Next on Fox Sports Arizona. Boy, it is good to be back home. We raced back to the great state of Arizona, these Arizona Diamondbacks and their traveling party. This series between the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks is brought to you by our good friends with Kia Motors, phxkia.com. The Dodgers and Diamondbacks going toe-to-toe. Now, what's it all about? Bottom line is Arizona needs to continue to win. They won their first series since late April when they took 2 out of 3 from the Kansas City Royals, but the Dodgers are 9 1/2 games up. They have player after player, from Ellis to Kemp, fall to injury, but they continue to play fabulous baseball. Hi, folks. Welcome back to the ballpark. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, thanks for joining us tonight. This is a must-series for the Diamondbacks. Out of the gates, let's drive this subject matter off the freeway for 1 second.
Okay.
It's time for this club not only to start winning, they did in Kansas City, but to keep winning. If they want to play valid baseball late in the year, it's got to start in this series.
No, you're exactly right, Darren. You're facing a team that right now stands 9.5 games ahead of you. The only way to catch them is to beat them head-to-head. You cannot expect other teams to do the damage for you. You have to do it yourself. And the other thing you have to do, Darren, you've got to start protecting your home. You've got to start protecting Chase Field. This has been a place where the Diamondbacks have just hammered opponents. Not this year. It's been a real struggle at Chase Field. That has to change.
Arizona has lost 5 of their first 6 series here at Chase Field, and certainly a wonderful opportunity tonight against the Dodgers. When these two go toe-to-toe, the Dodgers are a very depleted club right now.
Yeah, they are. Matt Kemp, their main cog, he's out of the lineup and has been out of the lineup. That really hasn't stopped the Dodgers. They've still gone on to win games. So the guy they do have is Arizona State product. That's Andre Ethier. Andre Ethier is having another monster year RBI-wise. He's a guy that ever since he got to the Dodgers, he has worn out Arizona Diamondback pitching.
Kevin Towers sent a message to his clubhouse today. He made it clear, my third base production is unacceptable. He's going to try Josh Bell for now. You've got the feeling if Josh Bell isn't able to do what they hope he can do, there will be someone else maybe getting a chance to play third.
Well, Josh Bell, I saw him today. One thing you can say about him, he's big. He is a big old boy. He's a guy that just wore out Reno. He wore out AAA. Well, he's going to get a chance to wear out some major leaguers now, because I would imagine it's going to be his job for a while here. And I think Ryan Roberts will mix around at second and third and short, maybe in the outfield. But one thing, Josh Bell is going to get a long look.
Unfortunately, Cody Ransom was the guy who was cut loose. He was sent packing from this club, so we'll see what happens. He's outrighted right now. We'll see what happens with Cody Ransom. He did good things, but the bottom line is Paul Goldschmidt is a guy that they can lean to as well. Hoping to get him going. Goldschmidt here at home. Brad Steinke's going to join us and talk about Paul Goldschmidt, and he'll do so in just a moment. Visit your local Valley Kia retailers today.
Field. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the leaders in the West, are in for 3 straight against your Arizona Diamondbacks. The D-backs getting back from that 7-game road trip. For the D-backs, the road trip was good. For Paul Goldschmidt, it was great. His last 5 games, he has been on fire, really starting to find his stroke and drive the ball. Earlier today, telling us it was sort of self-diagnosed. He has to just forget about guessing about pitches and just let it go. He is doing that over his last little stretch right there. The average, very healthy. He raised it 24 points on this last road trip. The 3 doubles, certainly a sign that he is starting to drive the ball. He knows the home run power is going to come, but when Paul Goldschmidt is not guessing and taking the pitches that he gets, especially the really good pitches, he is tough to stop. He is pure gold, as they say. Guys, it's going to be a great start to this series tonight. The D-backs and the Dodgers, Darren Sutton, Mark Grace have the call coming up next, live on Fox Sports Arizona.
A lot of you saw Chris Capuano when he looked like that as a Diamondback, a young man who began his career in the Arizona organization. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, you heard Brad just a moment ago. The Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's talk about Patrick A. Corbin, Gracie, because tonight could be very likely his final start in the big leagues. He may go down to the minor leagues after this, not due to struggles, but due to the fact that Daniel Hudson pitches tonight in AAA. If he's ready to go, he comes back into the rotation.
Well, there's certainly a log jam right now at the major league level. I guess that is a good problem to have if you're Kevin Towers and the Diamondbacks. I would imagine if Patrick Corbin throws the ball well, I don't see any reason why he might not throw it again. You never know what can happen. One thing I know about Kirk Gibson and Kevin Towers, if somebody's pitching well, they're going to continue to pitch here in the big leagues.
This is what Corbin did last time out. You knew I was away from the team. What did you see? The 6 innings and the 6 runs don't look positive. Was there something positive in that outing?
Well, I thought he started throwing the ball well. And once again, I think, like a lot of young pitchers, the first time you ever pitch at Coors Field, that place just has the reputation of being a hitter-friendly park, and every fly ball is going to go out of the ballpark. I think there just might have been some jitters there pitching in Colorado. He struggled early, but he pieced it together late.
Meantime, veteran left-hander Chris Capuano warms out in the bullpen for the Dodgers. It's funny because he was drafted by the Diamondbacks in 1999. He's come a long, long way back. Not 1, but 2 Tommy John surgeries.
Yeah, you have to hand it to Chris Capuano. A lot of people have given up on this talented left-hander, but one thing he does, he competes every single time he takes the mound. He's got a good fastball that he likes to bully in on right-handers and a pretty good changeup as well.
The Diamondbacks take the field in their home whites tonight, led by Pat Corbin. Roof is open, outdoor baseball. Favorite shot of the night right there. There's the rock. He is ready to roll. Now, we're going to show you Don Mattingly's starting lineup. They call it Donnie Baseball, the type of baseball the Dodgers are playing. That's his nickname as well from his Yankee days. But for Don Mattingly, you will understand how depleted right now these Los Angeles Dodgers are. When you look at the starting lineup for the skipper, he's done a great job. Bottom line is, since August 1st of last year, they're the best team in baseball. And that includes this year as well.
Well, you had Matt Kemp and certainly some others to thank for that. But they're not around right now. They're hurt. So now he's pieced together a lineup that, well, other than Andre Ethier, you might not have seen these guys in the big leagues. Tony Gwynn Jr., sure you know that name. Elian Herrera, he's at third base. Andre Ethier, he's a guy you recognize. Scott Van Slyke, he had a pretty famous baseball daddy. Jerry Sands plays left. Ivan DeJesus, sound familiar? Well, that's Junior. Matt Trainor's the catcher. Justin Sellers is going to play shortstop. And Chris Capuano, the veteran, he's going to do the pitching.
Arizona Ford dealers present the numbers for Pat Corbin. That's a start at Colorado last time out. 2 starts ago, he pitched against San Francisco. What did he do right against the Giants at home? 1 run in 7 innings.
Well, he pounded the strike zone. The outing prior to that, Darren, he had a lot of trouble putting away hitters once he got to 2 strikes. That was not the case in that Giants game. And then, once again, the Colorado game, his last time, I think he just might have had some Coors Field jitters. Then he really started throwing the ball well the last couple or 3 innings after getting hit pretty hard early.
The Diamondbacks in their last 15 home games are 3-12. the last time they've been on a run, as we see Mr. Bell get comfortable at third base, and we welcome him to Arizona.
He's wearing the Ryan Roberts tattoo sleeves. That's nice of him to show support for the other third baseman.
I actually think he has the tattoos as well. But the last time the Diamondbacks had a 15-game home run like this, June of 2006. So it's been a tough go at home. Tony Gwynn's in the leadoff spot. We're certainly glad you're with us tonight. Hitting close to 290, the first pitch, a fastball over the outside corner. We are underway here at Chase Field. 24 of 84 on the season. 7 walks, have his on-base percentage up to .341. And he becomes very important. A little chopper. Goldschmidt off the bag. Who's getting over there? Race to the bag. Corbin in front of him. A junior college basketball player who's a very good athlete, Pat Corbin, and you'll see it with his holding runners and defensive work.
Oh, you saw it right there as well. He falls off to the third base side. Now, we're talking Tony Gwynn. This kid can fly. Now, he's got to get on his horse. Boy, does he ever get on his horse. A good flip there from Goldschmidt. I don't think you'll see any runners beat Patrick Corbin to the base.
Elian Herrera, 27 years old, a career minor leaguer who finally earned his opportunity in the major league. So far, so good. And you're talking about a young man's played in close to 600 minor league games as he fouls that one back. Yeah, it was about 111 today, still over 100 degrees. But you know what? They ran the air conditioner in this building for about 5 hours, and they opened up the roof. Let's play some outdoor baseball. I love it.
Wonderful.
It's going to get cooler. Not cool, cooler tonight, though. Drops down a pretty bunt. Testing Bell right away off the bag.
Well, I don't know there. Paul Goldschmidt, I thought that foot was still on the bag when he caught the baseball. Goldschmidt, not a guy that's going to argue very much with C.B. Buckner. Nice play here by Bell. He gets it over there. It looks like Goldschmidt still got his foot on the bag when he receives the ball. C.B. Buckner said no. What do you think at home? He's out. Tough break there for the Arizona Diamondbacks. As Speed now on first base with 1 out.
Andre Ethier, 8 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Herrera with 131 career minor league stolen bases. And Ethier takes a fastball away. Nice effort by Bell. His numbers not really sparkling defensively in the minor leagues. He has 5 errors this year in 22 games. But that was a fine play. That's kind of an instant test, isn't it?
No, I think that's exactly what the Dodgers are thinking. And if he's going to be playing back, we're going to test him.
Ethier swing and a miss. A 1-0 changeup. My favorite pitch.
And a pretty one.
Show me a pitcher you don't ever want to miss with your first pitch, a first pitch ball, but show me a pitcher who can throw me a 1-0 changeup like that one. He'll be just fine.
Especially lefty on lefty. You rarely see a changeup in that situation. Well, we saw it there, and it was a pretty one.
Tried to frame it up. It is off the plate. So Andre, in the middle of an 8-game hitting streak against the Diamondbacks. 17 of his last 33 against Arizona. Just quick math, that's a .515 batting average. And the graphic didn't hurt me at all. Corbin 1 stolen base against him, 1 thrown out. He's already got a pickoff. And he's already started a pickoff caught stealing as well. So he has cleaned 2 off the diamond himself.
Good fastball up around the letters. Ethier couldn't lay off of it. 2-2.
Defensively, you'll see Kubel, Young, and Upton. So Parra sits first game home. And that'll do it. So it's going to be a tough night for Arizona. and for Corbin. They're going to have
only
to just
3 players out there behind him.
Play with 3 players back there. So good luck, Pat.
Well, I think it's a challenge for Patrick Corbin.
That one is outside.
He actually told Kirk Gibson, I don't need any infielders. I'm just going to go out there and do my thing. Let's go.
There they are. Your defense for the Diamondbacks. Oh. 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss, a changeup. That's strike 3.
That was that changeup you liked so much for strike 1, Darren. That looked a little bit better for strike 3. That was another beautiful changeup there after a high fastball. Boy, look at the bottom drop out of that changeup. Andre Ethier, so dangerous. Now they only have to deal with him 3 more times tonight.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Technically, we're having all sorts of fun. And I am told a lot of folks all around the country. Somebody spilled a large Pepsi on the switcher in Houston, and it's all messed up.
That happens.
So here is slugger Scott Van Slyke. Just a look over, quick pickoff throw. We'll hang with you, though. I mean, we'll ride through it. We're glad to have you with. Game-winning pinch hit home run last night. What a moment it was, too.
It had to be for this young man. Got a 3-0 green light. You got about a week in the big leagues.
Gosh, could you imagine?
No, I can't imagine. When I had a week in the big leagues, they made me take 1-0.
Yeah, fun to see that happen. 14th round pick back in 2005. Last year had a heck of a year in Double-A Chattanooga. Don Mattingly was watching closely when he had a big spring as well. It looked tempting.
Going to try to stay in on this big boy. Try not to let him get those big arms extended.
He's got himself a 2-0 green light. You can bet your boots. This is last night. Watch this reaction.
They act like a first place ball club, don't they?
They certainly do. With a bunch of backups. Bouncing ball and gobbling it up is Hill. He throws in time for the out. Bottom half of inning number 1. He's now 33 years old, went to Duke University. And the Diamondbacks, that's right, the Diamondbacks made him their 8th pick in 1999, an 8th rounder. Pitched in the minor leagues for the Diamondbacks, was part of the massive package that was sent for Richie Sexson. Sent to Milwaukee, won 18 games on occasion with Milwaukee, had a nice year. 2 Tommy John surgery later, had a pretty good year with the Mets, too, last year.
Yes, he did. He's a guy that you really admire just for staying with it. 2 Tommy John surgeries, and yet he's still out there with a 5-1 record in ERA in the low 2s. So obviously A lot of gas left in his tank.
Let's take a look at our starting lineup tonight for the Arizona Diamondbacks, brought to you by local Mazda dealers. Willie Bloomquist, Aaron Hill, Justin Upton, Miguel Montero, Chris Young, ready to go back home now. Jason Kubel, Paul Goldschmidt, Josh Bell. The unenviable assignment of batting 8th when you come to the National League in the big leagues for the first time. And Pat Corbin, 1 of 8. Kirk Gibson was pleased with what he saw in the final couple of games, and saw a series in which the Diamondbacks were able to win his series, but he also realizes the challenge that is in front of him. He remembers, and he spoke with us about this yesterday, he remembers what confidence did for his club last year when they put together a lineup that had a lot of players that nobody thought could win collectively. The Dodgers are doing that right now.
That's exactly right, Darren. And all it takes is to win a couple, 3, 4 games in a row, like the Dodgers have done more than once this year. All of a sudden, it doesn't matter who's in the lineup. They believe that they can beat anybody. And that's a tough dragon to slay when you're the team 9.5 games behind. But that's where the Diamondbacks sit. And here we go.
Sit. That's what Willie Bloomquist did yesterday, even though in his last 5 games he's got 11 hits. Willie hitting .458 and having a nice roll of late. Well, look at that on base as well, as that one's a strike. 1-1 the count. Capuano, a really good athlete, has always been well conditioned. Fires that one in. Up into the seats it goes. Well, when you lose Matt Kemp, and unfortunately you lose Mark Ellis in what was a very scary leg injury because of a collision and some serious surgery, and you start to lose one after another. D. Gordon unable to play for a couple of days. Loney's just watching. He's getting the night off. How do you win? The 1-2 to the right side. I have a suggestion. How about in your last 4 games, if you're a Dodger starter, and you're dealing without all those guys, how about if your starting staff goes 29 innings and gives up 3 earned runs?
Oh, you're saying just go out and pitch.
That's what they've done.
That's exactly right. Dodger starting staff is a huge reason these guys sit way atop first place. As that ball's flipped to right field. Andre Ethier makes a nice running catch.
So Ethier puts that one away. The starters with that .93 ERA. The defense certainly helps.
Really nice play there by Ethier.
Here is Aaron. Mr. Hill with 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. Hit just 192 on the recent road trip. Capuano fires strike 1. Team is 6-2 in Chris's 8 starts. Off speed over the outside corner. 0-2 the count. He's throwing all 5 pitches, isn't he? And then some.
He might have 9 pitches. That's a good 0-2 pitch right there, right under the elbows of Aaron Hill.
That's plenty enough giddy up if you're commanding things.
Heck yeah. Just missed the inside corner. That's what we were saying earlier, Danny. He likes to crossfire and try to bully those right-handers inside.
Had him out front, a fluttering changeup, stayed belt high. Sellers is there, and he puts it away. Much like you got to know the Dodgers starting lineup, same thing with the defense. You know Andre Ethier, you know Mr. Gwynn. Herrera and Sellers on the left side, DeJesus and Van Slyke on the right side. That's Albuquerque. Matt Trainer is behind the plate, but when you're rolling, you can trot any team out there, and the Dodgers are trying to do just that. Over the last year or so, he's played outfield, first base, anticipating maybe helping up here in the major leagues, and here he is. Van Slyke over there at first. Justin Upton takes a fastball at the knees, 0-1 the count. Oh, 0-2 the count on Upton over the inside corner. Yeah, folks hanging out in the all-you-can-eat section, all kinds of grub. Here in a couple of innings, we're going to be doing the game from out there.
Looking forward to it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hungry. The 0-2. Inside, 1-2 the count. Of course, we kid. That's just wishful thinking. So Upton, you can see what he did on the road trip. What's left off there are the walks. You take that 304 batting average, and it's about a 450 on base percentage. Upton in his last 6 games, 6 hits, 7 walks. So that's 13 times he has reached. Chopper, middle of the diamond, back of the bag. DeJesus in time for the out. 1-2-3 go the Arizona Diamondbacks. Speaking with Sands, that's Matt Trainer, the veteran catcher. During our step away for a moment, he's letting all of his teammates know, and I love this. This is the kind of baseball, Grace, you talk about with communication. He's letting all of his hitters know, be ready, it's a low zone. He's caught some low strikes already. He's letting his hitters know that.
That's what a catcher's supposed to do. Let everybody know how the umpiring's going. What's going on there? Let us entertain you, Gracie. Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
Happy one-day anniversary.
One day? Wow, congratulations. He's still got his tuxedo on and everything.
Oh, I love the tuxedo t-shirt. That's how you save on a rental.
She's still got her veil on? That is big league. That's great. Oh. We did a text poll for the first date. Like, you know.
Will there be a second date?
Will there be a second date?
Yeah, probably not.
We're not going to go there?
Probably shouldn't do will there be a second marriage. No, we probably shouldn't do that.
Well, let's hope they do it better than I did.
Okay, now there you go. I like that. Good advice from Gracie.
Yeah.
Don't follow Gracie's lead. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly right. That might be our key to the game.
Oh, we had
Don't do it like I did.
We had some good ones, folks. They all got shot down. Sands takes a pitch away. 1-0 the count. Of course, we're going to tell you what they are anyway, the ones that were shot down. And if you're watching on the re-air, you won't believe what happens later on.
It's incredible.
2-0 the count to Jerry Sands. Now, Jerry, a pretty big guy. I mean, you walk up on him, and he's, good size athlete.
Sure.
Not a hulking huge guy, but he has the home run numbers of a hulking huge guy.
In the minor leagues, he sure does.
Yeah, he's not a stitch over 6'1", but that's okay, that graphic. 2-2 the count.
You got a little edge to you tonight. I like it, Darren. I like it when you bring an edge to the broadcast booth.
Belted. Oh, my. Where's our camera up there?
We just saw some of that power.
Oh,
Goodness gracious. It's foul ball, folks, but it was sure fun to watch.
I've never seen that. Not off the upper deck, I haven't. Not foul. It's foul, so it doesn't matter.
That was the all-you-can-eat seats up there.
Over them. It hit at the bottom of Grace's place.
Goodness gracious.
Watch where this hits.
That was up there in like Willie Mo Pena country.
To left field.
Yes.
Good call. 2-2 the count.
Boy, he is taking some mighty rips at Patrick Corbin. He's feeling pretty comfortable up there right now.
The New York native. Back to the screen it goes.
A couple of New Yorkers going at it.
We'll be there in a few innings, folks.
Looking forward to getting up there and, well, gorging.
Broke his bat.
Win it, Jeff! Win it!
That bat died a happy death. We have all the bench jockeys down by the crowd, Mike. It's going to be a fun night.
Right off the end of the bat it goes. Good pitches sometimes are bad results.
So we have Matt Kemp down there, James Loney, Gordon's down there, A.J. Ellis is down there, and our microphone. See it up there below the scoreboard?
We're going to get worn out tonight, aren't we?
That's good stuff.
With Dodger stuff.
Curveball stays high. 1-0 the count. Sands now 11 of 32. 344 average in his career. Fastball misses in, not at all afraid to come inside. And right back to the screen. We're not sure if we're with you or not on occasion as we battle through our technical problems tonight. I know the folks on D-Backs booth on Twitter are letting us know that it's coming in and out, so thanks for following. Right back to the screen. Two and two the count. Boy, good to have you folks back with us.
We missed you.
While we were gone and fixing things up, we went up to the all-you-can-eat section. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. A nasty bender. Down and in. Kia Motors presents our key to the game.
Are you serious?
Guys in the truck came up with this one, or you?
This is not me. What do you have?
I have no idea. Because
right.
I never, ever would insult someone who earned the right to be in the major leagues. There's only 25 active guys on that roster, so those guys up there are major leaguers.
You know I won't either.
So I won't call a crafty lefty a junk baller as the truck did yesterday. And I won't question the starting lineup of a guy like Don Mattingly. So
all I know is in my playing days, anytime you got a lineup that was full of backups, watch out.
Belted left field. Oh, yeah, they're serious.
Thank you.
Here.
Enough said.
Matt Trainer, his first home run of the year.
Yeah, they are. And just like that key to the game just threw a Moachichi right on Patrick Corbin. Don't ever mess with the baseball gods, Darren Sutton. Ever.
About that. They've stopped by on occasion. 2-0. The Dodgers lead the Diamondbacks. Here's Justin Sellers. Off the end of the bat.
So that had to be your key to the game, huh?
No. That came from the truck. Mine, you want to know what mine was?
Sure.
Tee times. That's what mine was.
Do you have one tomorrow?
No. But if you don't play well in these 3 games, you'll be able to start thinking about it.
It's awfully well said.
This is a huge series.
Yeah, you're 9.5 back going into this game right here. And I've always been a big believer. You know, I still hear it's early. Yeah, but every day that goes by, it gets later and later, doesn't it?
Yes. 2-1 the count. Yeah, these guys trying to come home and defend their home turf played very well in taking 2 of 3 from Kansas City. Let me rephrase that. They won a series, and that's the first time they had done it in the month of May.
They pitched well for 2 games there.
No, you're exactly right. Bruce Chen really handcuffed them on Saturday.
Exactly.
Long run for Upton. Justin is there, and he puts it away. So Justin erases Justin, and here's Chris Capuano. 1 of 11 this year.
Pitcher number 35.
7 now this isn't the situation, but 7 sacrifice bunts.
Well, he's not going to be doing it here, as you said, but
that leads the league.
I remember this was a teammate of mine. He can hit.
Good athlete?
He was a pretty good hitter. You see, that's a pretty good rip he takes right there. That's not picturesque. Not picturesque. That's not pitcher-esque. Yeah. Are you serious? Well, I hate that. I hate that key to the game from you, Darren.
You know, it's not from me. You know that.
Honestly, I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
Major League ball players.
I suggested my key to the game. It was shot down.
I liked your key.
1-2 the count. No, the bottom line is this. We have fun with stuff back and forth, but these guys down there will tell you that the last thing they know they can afford to do, they can't pack up the Dodgers down in that visiting clubhouse and send them away 12.5 games up.
Cannot do it. Can't be done.
2-2 the count.
When you're playing against a lineup that's got a lot of backups, watch out, because these are guys chomping at the bit to get out there and play and earn more playing time. These guys aren't the comfortable players. These are the ones out there. Man, I better bust my fanny out there, and I better have success, or I'm going back to the minor leagues. I don't want to go back to the minor leagues.
There's something about knowing that your spot that you're taking, an injured player will be coming back soon.
Mm-hmm.
And what can you show in your 2-week opportunity? Sometimes, it's rare, but sometimes they keep you in lieu of someone else.
That's exactly right.
There's Chris Capuano. That's a base hit into center field.
Center fielder Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yeah. Ask Patrick Corbin if the Dodgers are serious. I'm disappointed in that key to the game out of you, Darren.
It's not mine, Gracie.
Good to hear our dugout microphones work.
We're just fine.
Maybe a little too well.
Over the outside corner, good looking pitch to Tony Gwynn. Corbin's only 22 years old. This is his 5th major league start. Miami on the road pitched well. A win 9-5. Pitched into the 6th, gave up 3 runs. He's had 1 good and 1 not so good. He's alternated them as that one is outside. His next start was in New York on a Fox Saturday game of the week, and he struggled. Pitched into the 4th, gave up 4. We talked about San Francisco here. Outstanding. 7 innings, 1 run, didn't walk anyone. And he won 5-1, and then Colorado beat him 6-1 last time out. Line drive, center field, base hit. Tony Gwynn knows that his opportunity to play once Kemp gets healthy, and right now he is on the mend at the right pace, will be in left field, so he's trying to earn that playing time.
Fastball right down the middle, and Tony Gwynn hit that one a lot like his daddy did. Hard right back up the box.
At the plate, third baseman Elian Herrera.
Elian Herrera now. He singled back in the 1st inning.
Dodgers have 5 hits already. Patrick Corbin going to have to buckle down here and keep this at a 2-0 game.
Didn't mean to. Popped it up to the right side. Going back. It was Hill. Nice play, Aaron Hill. Justin Upton was right there with him, but Aaron Hill made the more difficult play. Hill backtracking, putting it into his glove against a team that looks pretty serious tonight. By a score of 2-0, folks having a good time. Dodgers and Diamondbacks fans up there in the all-you-can-eat seats. And certainly for Chris Capuano, a little support is really nice. Let's have a brief discussion and have you play along with us, text along with us, our Nissan text poll. What record do the Arizona Diamondbacks have to have on this homestand to make it a successful homestand? 4-2, 5-1, or a perfect 6-0? Not what's doable, but what do they need to do to make it a successful homestand?
What's your answer?
I think you need to win both series. I had a discussion with Alan Trammell about this yesterday after the game.
So you like 4-2?
That's the minimum. I think it's successful if you win both series. That means you want to put together 3 consecutive series wins. It's kind of a
I'm right there with you. I think you need to be 4-2. What, the way these guys have been playing at home, you'd almost take 3-3.
For the D-backs, catcher number 26.
They find themselves trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, already 2-0.
That's good stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Tat man. I like it. Well done, sir. Well done. We're glad to have you as our guest tonight. And I hope you enjoyed your time with the 3rd baseman, 2nd baseman for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Roberts. Capuano gets ready to go back to work. Miguel Montero, Chris Young, and Jason Kubel. Dodgers are shifting it up. That's Sellers, DeJesus, and Van Slyke. No, you know what they did? Some teams will do this. The third baseman, Herrera, has moved over. He's behind the bag at second. The third baseman is. The shortstop stays at short. Oh, 0-1 the count on Miguel Montero. 1-1.
What's the reasoning for that, Darren?
I'm guessing to keep the better defender, maybe the guy who can cover the ground out there at short. I'm not quite sure.
Better arm or something from the third baseman going over in the hole, possibly.
DeJesus is in shallow right field. Here in a couple of weeks, the Diamondbacks will see a team that shifts more than anyone in baseball. Mattingly doing it with a few hitters. He and Rick Honeycutt look at the spray charts together, the pitching coach. But it's the Chicago Cubs. Dale Swaim and the Cubs shift more than anyone. 2-2 the count. I mean, it's at a whole new level, Swaim and the Cubs.
We don't really talk about them on this show.
In this sense, we do, though, briefly. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Dodgers. Nothing for Arizona as they bat here in the second inning. The 2-2. Hey, don't forget, anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase from 4 to 6 the following day. The 2-2.
He's battling. Is Miguel Montero.
Yeah, you talk about the struggles this year for Montero.
Oh, mercy.
Pitch number 9 about to come home. 3-2 the count.
He's battling nicely against this left-hander. It's been a struggle versus left-handers. Looking to lead off the inning here in a positive way, somehow, some way to get on base.
Rolls that one up the line. Foul ball. So it's a 10-pitch at bat now for Miguel Montero. Just a beautiful ballpark with the roof open.
Love it. I think the fans love it too. Well, there's going to be times you just can't do it. Starting from when it starts to get really hot. But boy, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous stadium when the roof's open. Love it.
Fortunate fans to have this ballpark, and that's just the fan of me saying it. Miguel Montero down the line. Foul ball. Well, he was ready to stay there at first.
Just inches foul.
Woo, he's putting a battle on him. Is that 11 now?
That's 11 of them. Sands can't get there. Just inches foul.
All right, I'm totally invested now.
Really? What do you got?
We need everybody thinking positive thoughts.
Oh, I see.
Your suggestion. You always suggest that.
Send a little mojo Miguel's way, huh?
Yeah, you put an bat-like on that today.
I'd like to see him get things heated up quickly, Miguel Montero.
Oh, good call. Let's see what happens. Pitch number 12. Popped up into right field.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Good battle. Put us in his shoes. I know you've been there.
Oh,
a long at bat, and then he gets you.
Yeah, especially you're up there battling, and you miss a double by just inches the pitch prior, and then you end up getting a good pitch to hit a fastball in the middle of the plate, and you don't do anything with it. Yeah, that's frustrating. You feel good about how you battled, but at the end of the day, you're disappointed in the result.
Boy, Capuano works at a great pace. It's right back up there.
Oh, you love it playing behind a guy like this.
Change up. 0-2 the count to Chris Young. Well, Chris back and healthy. Played in that entire series in Kansas City. Was 2 for 12. Overall this year, though, it's going to take more than that to nick those numbers. He's reached in 13 of the 14 games he's played this season. Swing and a miss, and Young goes down on strikes.
Well, here's the strikeout pitch. This ball might not even get to home plate. It does. And this has been a little bit of a pattern recently, Darren. And that is these quote-unquote crafty lefties have really had the Diamondback hitters eaten right out of their hands. Jamie Moyer, Bruce Chen in Kansas City. Now Capuano right in that mold as well.
Jason Kubel takes a fastball for a strike. I want to thank those of you following us on D-Backs Booth on Twitter. Corey Vanderpool wrote us a note that says, someone get Gracie away from the switchboard.
The switchboard?
He had all kinds of technical problems.
Oh, that's on me, huh?
0-2.
I'm sorry, folks. They try.
So you control all of the regional sports networks right there at your table.
Right here. Right there. There it is. I was up there.
It's outside our door.
I was up there just taking a ball peen hammer to everything up there.
0-2 the count. Look out. My goodness.
Brad, you okay down there?
Mickey and Brad and our photogs.
Yeah. That came in hot, though.
Golly.
Yeah, that came in pretty hot, but we're all okay here. I think Mickey's okay. Mickey, you got... All right, Mickey's looking good. Mickey's quick like that.
Well, you're welcome, by the way, Brad, later on to help us fill some airtime if you'd like.
Well, I'm here. I'm just looking where the ball is, actually.
The 0-2 is grounded out to first, a high hop. Capuano covers and in time for the out. Taking a ball peen hammer to the switchboard. Arizona Diamondbacks.
online at dbacks.com. When you're not here, but right now,
Happiness is a para bobblehead.
Does he have one?
I don't think so. Did he win the fan vote? Is that what happened, guys?
He won the fan vote. Gerardo Parra.
Well, you know what that makes me say.
My partner likes to call him G.
132, section 132 on the main concourse.
I actually don't call him G, but Brad does. Brad calls him G, and Brad's standing by with some advice on catching what? Line drives? What's going on down there?
Well, that ball came screaming in here, pretty good clip, and Don Baylor just told me that I've got to charge that ball. So apparently, just not the right approach. I ducked it. The glove hand kind of came up after the head went down, but apparently he told me I've got to move in on the ball.
Yeah, you got to charge that. Don't let it play you.
Yeah. You know, I've been doing this for a while down here in this little spot. That is as close as it's come, and that was screaming in here. So, you know, we've had bees, we've had bats flying around, but
you've had quite the week.
I'll take the bees as opposed to that. You know,
that was scary.
Yeah, that's wild stuff.
It's hard to. Is it hard to charge a baseball though in the fetal position?
It's really hard when it comes at you in less than a second. I don't know if that's, you know, I'm fairly quick for my age, but I'm not that quick.
Thank you, Brad.
I don't think anybody's quick enough for that, Brad.
Yeah.
0-1 the count to Andre Ethier. Yeah, that was scary. We're glad everyone's all right. Don't forget the third inning is brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620-620. It's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. Breaking ball, look who's there to knock it down. Struck him out back in the first. Knocked down a shot here in the third inning. Nice play.
Really nice play there by the very athletic Patrick Corbin.
He doesn't panic, does he?
Kind of finds his glove and, yeah, I got this, no problem.
Scott Van Slyke.
Good fastball to the outside corner.
Looks like we've moved over to where? Fridays? Beautiful
up there. Looking forward to doing the game up there.
That'll be later on from the 6th through the 8th innings. 1-2 the count.
Well, that's where we're getting those great shots.
Not interested. Doesn't chase up and out of the zone. .6'5", 250. Scott Van Slyke.
Oh, he's a big old hoss. Three and two
inside. The count is 3-2. 23 home runs in 2009 in the minor leagues. 20 home runs last year. A line drive right to the second baseman, and Hill is there to put it away.
It's a couple hard hit balls here in the top of the third inning off the bats of the Los Angeles Dodgers. But good news for the young left-hander Patrick Corbin is they've both found gloves.
Sands tries to pull a pitch that is up and away. 0-1 the count on Jerry.
Tim Wallach with the nice gesture right there. Well, he could play.
I was about to ask you for our younger
fans.
He
could play, Tim Wallach. Kind of played in obscurity for a lot of years up in Montreal. But he could play. Nice inning here for Patrick Corbin. 1, 2, 3. We'll be back in about 8 seconds, folks. Patrick Corbin putting up an important goose egg.
It's best there, the Dodgers fan. Gracie was making a good point earlier as Capuano looks to get his work done about the battles that these Diamondbacks have had with crafty lefties. One of them is 49 years old. One of them has played for 10 major league teams, but in the last week it's been a tough go of it.
That's exactly right. Jamie Moyer, who got hit very hard tonight in Florida. Well, he didn't get hit hard Wednesday night in Colorado against the Diamondbacks, and then Bruce Chen did pretty much the same thing. He did more of a bend but don't break, wouldn't you say, Darren? He had base runners everywhere, but the Diamondbacks just could not played enough of them, and they ended up losing that ball game as well.
No, that's exactly what he did. And I think when you're a Capuano or a Chen and even a Moyer and you've been through so much, and hopefully you're smart enough to where you can pay your bills for the next few years, you're pretty fearless.
That's
you're
exactly
wise
right.
and you're dangerous. And Chen, he got in these jams. It didn't faze him one bit.
He just continued to make pitches, and the Diamondbacks continued to get themselves out.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt started swinging the bat pretty well on this last road trip, didn't he, Darren?
No, you're exactly right. As a matter of fact, in his last 5 games, 7 hits. It's a .368 clip, a bunch of walks, so the on-base is high.
But his bat started making a more familiar sound. He started hitting balls on the barrel of the bat. And that's always a good sign for a slugger. Once he starts hitting some line drives, pretty soon those line drives are going to be elevated and into the seats.
Had 3 doubles, which is good. Swing and a miss. Paul Goldschmidt had a fine interview when he talked with Brad before the game. Brad, what'd you glean from that conversation?
Well, you glean, here's a young man with all kinds of potential and mature beyond his years. He's a guy that knows the season is a long, long season. There are going to be ups and downs, but he's really working hard. One of the things that was interesting, Kirk Gibson told me earlier that a lot of the stuff that he's working on is self-diagnosed. Not a lot of guys are in his mind right now chirping about what to do. He's really kind of figured out why he's doing some of the things he's doing, and a big part of it, as I mentioned the other day, is the fact he's just letting it all go. He's not guessing as much, so we'll see if it pays off here.
2-2 the count. Pops it foul, up and into the seats it goes. Boy, what a take. What a take. He wanted to swing.
He sure did. And he did everything but.
3-2 the count.
Another changeup coming. Let's see if he can lay off of it. And he could not, and it's strike 3.
What a pitch. Oh, my goodness. You know, the phrase is pulling the string. It looked like it had a string attached to it.
Well, these left-handers have just been eating up the Diamondbacks with those changeups.
So here he is, Josh Bell.
Introduce yourself, Josh Bell.
He's a switch hitter, which is always a bonus. Wide open stance. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count.
He got an 85-mile-an-hour fastball thrown right by him in his very first pitch he sees as a Diamondback.
25 years old, a Floridian, originally drafted by the Dodgers. That's a breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 the count. 4th round pick in 2005. He did very good work when he came over. Kevin Towers picked him up in April. Into the dirt it goes. 3 pitches. Bell goes down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning.
No, that didn't go so well, did it?
That's a tough debut, but there'll be more at bats. Strikeout has been a part of the package for Mr. Bell. Still pretty young, though, 25 years old. Well, I read the decision by Kevin Towers as, I'm not pleased with where my third base production is. It's not enough. Unfortunately, Mr. Ransom, you're the one who becomes expendable. Mr. Bell, you'll get a shot for a little while, but none of you guys should be very comfortable.
Well, that's what I read. I think it's also a message to a lot of guys on this ball club. If you're not getting it done, we'll try to find somebody that will.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. 1 of 8 in the big leagues. 8 of 40 in the minor leagues, Corbin. The 1-2. Little chopper. Out towards short. Sellers in time for the out. Well, so far, perfect. Capuano. To striking the baseball pretty soon. They weren't able to do anything the first time through. I've got good news, though, folks. There's always Kachinko, brought to you by Gila River Casinos. Find out and learn how you can play right here at Chase Field. You can go to the interactive kiosk near Section 111 during regular season home games. It's Kachinko, and it means the world to those who play it.
It'll make you smile. It'll change your life.
Gila River Casinos. All right. Time to get something going.
Ready for some good stuff, are you?
We are ready for some good stuff. Ivan De Jesus, Matt Trainer, who homered, and Justin Sellers, who flied to right field, ready to roll. Capuano pitching very well today. He has faced the minimum. Reading up on the Diamondbacks, that youngster. Oh, our good folks from Geico. We love their partnership. Here's the Geico quote of the game.
Oh, that was an easy game to call for me because everything he threw was working. Miley threw a great game. He worked fast and stayed ahead in the count. That's Miguel Montero on Wade Miley yesterday afternoon. One thing we found out about Wade, every time he goes to the mound, he competes.
Anyway, Corbin goes back to work.
It's just a blistering quote there from Miguel Montero.
Well, look, I love that Miguel says it.
Yeah.
He taught himself the English language, and that's very well said. But we just need to maybe look beyond page 1 and the option for quotes. And really, we don't have to feel obliged to take quotes from our own website. There are other quotes out there.
That goes back to old Captain Obvious there, doesn't it?
Bouncing ball, ranging to his left. Willie Bloomquist in time for the out. So, the Diamondbacks defensively at shortstop. You could think they miss Stephen Drew. They miss Stephen Drew's offense. They miss his slugging. And it's good to see him edging closer and closer. But at this point, they have not missed much defensively.
Well, defensively, Willie Bloomquist and John McDonald have been terrific. Better than any other shortstops in the game. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're right there with Houston with regard to their range. But with regard to, Gracie, the simple stats, meaning just not kicking the ball,
right,
they're best in the game. Just 2 errors this year. Just straight fielding percentage. But they're getting to a lot of balls, too, that's good news for a couple of guys. They're a little longer in the tooth. Love that. Miley talking baseball with
the old
McDonald.
man and the youngster. 3-0.
That's where I'd like to get my quote from, that conversation right
there.
Yeah. Two and two, the count. Just off the plate from Corbin. And so Trainer, who has already homered in this game, reaches with a walk.
Shortstop Justin Sellers.
Corbin going to have to refine that strike zone here. I think he realizes what he's up against with Chris Capuano, who's perfect through 3. I think he realizes I cannot give up more than 2 runs here, because this offense is having a rough go with my opponent.
In on the hands, good pitch, fouls it off. 1-1 the count. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, glad to have you back. 1-1 is the count. 2-0 is the score. The Dodgers on top of the Diamondbacks. Justin Sellers fly to right field back in the 2nd inning. Chopper out to Bell. There's one. Good effort, boy. How about hanging in there by Hill?
It's just too slowly hit. But watch Aaron Hill hang in there and take his shot. He's a tough kid, Aaron Hill. Good hard slide there from Trainer. You know, those catchers always looking for a chance to look for some contact. Matt Trainer went in there hard. Aaron Hill's just fine. Tough kid out of Modesto.
Here's Chris Capuano. Swing. Ruthian cut. 0-1 the count. Well, look what's going on out there at the Ram Trucks TV pool.
What we got?
We got the new Ram out there.
Oh, just the Ram. It's big league. I like it.
Look forward to doing a show from out there next year. Well, that is sharp, though. RamTrucks.tv pool, a great place to watch a game.
Right there. Beautiful, majestic Ram.
The 0-1.
Oh, baby. That one buckled the knees of Chris Capuano.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Capuano. All right, boys, somebody kick the bat racks. Maybe go ahead and ram the bat rack. Get something like going. Come on, boys, wake it up in there. Club combo. It's only $4.99 plus tax. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Mazda, the all-new Mazda CX-5 with 35 highway miles per gallon. Back at the ball yard, the Dodgers on top of the Diamondbacks. One of their very own and former farmhand, Chris Capuano, has been fabulous thus far. He has faced the minimum. He has tossed a perfect game through 3 at the Arizona Diamondbacks. Been kind of a mixed bag. Last inning, I felt like he had the touch of a really good changeup, though, in the third.
He really did. He's got his 3 strikeouts, all on that same changeup you're talking about, Darren.
Chris is 33 years old now. We mentioned earlier 2 Tommy John surgeries he has recovered from. Pitched very well at Duke. Christopher Frank Capuano. Last year, back in the Northeast, pitched for the Mets. Won 11 games, had a higher ERA than he has this year, a 4.55. I was able to cover Capuano during probably his finest major league season back in 05 with Milwaukee. He won 18 games that year.
And one of the real good guys in the game, too.
He's been working quick. He has been like Kennedy does, Ian Kennedy. He waits on the hitters. I mean, he is set and ready to go, peering over that glove.
Tried to bring a first pitch breaking ball into the back door, and he just missed wide. 1-0.
Good fastball.
Well, he's beating these hitters consistently with that 85 to 87 mile an hour fastball. That one was right down the middle, 1-0, and Willie was plenty tardy on that.
Why is he able to do that?
Probably just deception, and they're maybe thinking changeup.
Nearly got the corner. Boy, good to be home with Baxter. He is enjoying all the youngsters tonight.
Watch out, little girl. Watch out, little girl. He's a mischievous one.
But can you sign her shirt?
Willie Bloomquist drives it. Left center field gap. He's nearly out of here. And it bounces quite a ways away. Glenn is chasing. Bloomquist coming. Matt Williams with the stop sign. Willie Bloomquist with a triple. Somebody woke the bats up.
Willie Bloomquist rips this ball about 410 feet into left center field. And once this ball gets away from Tony Gwynn Jr. out there, once it gets by him, now it's just a matter of if Willie Bloomquist can circle him or not. Matt Williams makes the right decision there, but Willie Bloomquist flying. I didn't have many of those, Darren, stand-up triples. I really don't know how Willie Bloomquist feels right now.
Well, now it's time for the Diamondbacks. You call it a freebie, Gracie. When you get to this point and either ground ball, a fly out, the infield is back, you got to get your one at least.
Absolutely. Just any ground ball. Willie Bloomquist got to make sure he gets a good jump off of first base on any ground ball, too. It's a left-handed pitcher with his back to him. Willie Bloomquist can get off plenty more than that.
Bouncing ball, 2-1 is the score. Aaron Hill with the RBI single for Aaron. 15 runs batted in this year. Oh, what a pretty approach.
That's all it takes right there. When you put the ball in play, good things happen. And good things just happen for Aaron Hill. Even though the infield's back, this is not an overswing. That's just a nice, smooth swing, taking it right back where it came from. And the easy RBI is just that for Aaron Hill. Now, if you're Aaron Hill, Darren, you know from covering Chris Capuano, has one of the best pickoff moves in all of baseball.
Chris Capuano, against opposing base runners, there have been nearly 1,600 opportunities to steal a base in his career. Only 43 attempted. That's how good his move is. No one even tries.
It's that good, and also You saw it right there. Aaron Hill saw that. He's got 3 or 4 moves better than that. He works on it constantly, trying to get better, trying to hold guys on.
Every time a Diamondback player hits a home run, Fulton Homes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Just enough into right center field. Charging is Gwynn, still coming. He makes the play. Big throw. Back in there. You better get back in there. That was close. He was aggressive, got as far as he could in case that ball dropped in.
Well, Tony Gwynn's got a very good arm, and he gets it all the way there on the fly. But Aaron Hill, that just before the ball got there. And now they're going to do their shift on Miguel Montero. A lot like Darren says the Cubs do.
They do it a lot. Dale Swain more than any other team. Do you think at all, if you're Montero, about just dumping a bunt out there?
Well, there's a guy over there in Justin Sellers that might be just enough. There he is. Just enough to maybe make Miguel Montero think twice.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's probably why you keep your shortstop over there. Maybe that's why they do that. Capuano misses outside. And I guess why I asked that, I know it has to be a good bunt. I realize that. But I guess the reason I asked that question is the fact that he's 4 for 36 against left-handed pitching. That's, I guess, why I asked. If it's worth a try. The thing we do need to tell you folks, I'm not sure whether we were in or out of technical difficulties, but Montero had a heck of an at-bat against him last time up. We need to point that out. Was it 12, 13 pitches?
It ended up being 12 pitches.
12 pitches. He flied out, but he really worked it. Montero into right field. And Hill's got to hustle on back again.
So unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, after a triple and a single, a pair of unproductive outs, keeps Aaron Hill right at first base.
I got to ask you, a guy who's so good at varying his moves because of the runner, can that at all bother the hitter in the box against Capuano?
If it does, something's wrong with you as a hitter.
Thought I'd ask.
Yeah,
it
shouldn't. It shouldn't. You should be focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's his release point, where he's letting the ball go. And I'm sure these hitters know that.
Because of his athleticism, Capuano, that balance point when he really puts his A move on you, that's where he's able to put the trickery on the base runner. Got to be a good athlete to do that. That's about the C move there, just a shot over.
It's called a ball, but did he swing?
Dodgers dugout curious about that. I mean, it almost looked like a called strike.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good pitch. Dale Scott didn't give it to him. But Chris Young looking to hit that first home run since coming back.
Out front of a changeup, it's popped up and into the seats. Bobby up there tickling the ivories.
Rocking the house.
Good take. 2-1 the count. .214 career hitter against the Dodgers. He has seen LA in 88 games already in his career. Bouncing ball into the hole it goes, and a base hit for Chris Young. No matter how hard you're hitting it, if you're the Diamondbacks, just get it on that green grass in the outfield.
He hits it on the barrel of the bat, and it takes about 3 hops before it gets right in between Herrera and Sellers on the left side of the infield. And now Jason Kubel going to get an opportunity here to tie up the game, or maybe then some, here with 2 outs in the Diamondback half of the 4th.
Kubel looking to hang in there, lefty on lefty. Jason, in his last 12-plus games, has 13 hits and 10 walks.
And we saw him walking a lot, especially on this last road trip.
The last 2 weeks, his on base is 450. Outside.
Well, when you can lay off pitches, those tough sliders down and away, when you can lay off those and get to 1-0 counts, 2-0 counts there, boy, it enhances your chance. Right now, Jason Kubel got a big, big hole right back up the middle to shoot one through if he can. Look how wide that hole is between the shortstop and second baseman. Got a fastball in the middle of the plate, and he took it.
Kubel on a line. It's knocked down by Capuano, who makes the play.
Well, he's headed right back up the middle for a tie ball game, but what a catch. That's just bad luck right there if you're Jason Kubel. Mercy.
Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, Brad Steinke is down below. Thanks for spending the evening at the Ball Yard with all of us and inviting us into your home. Corbin is completing his warm-up tosses. If you're just joining us, we're getting to know Josh Bell, the new Diamondbacks third baseman, brought up from AAA Reno today with big, gaudy offensive numbers in AAA. 25 years old, signed out of high school, a Floridian. Played with the Dodgers, the Orioles, and now Diamondbacks organizations. And that's the ultimate goal, at least in this series. Then you move on to beat MIL, but you start with beat LA right now.
You need Patrick Corbin to keep these Los Angeles Dodgers right where they are. What do we have for our AT&T trivia today, Darren?
6 Dodgers that have had fathers who played in the major leagues. 6 Dodgers and their daddies played in the major league.
I got to get the obvious first one. Darren Sutton.
No, that's actually incorrect. Good guess, though. I'm just up here in the booth. An 11 ERA in rookie ball is not going to get you to the big leagues. No.
Like, did you play for maybe the minor league, like maybe Arkansas Dodgers or something like that?
No.
No? Okay. Did you ever play for the Dodgers in maybe Little League?
No.
Okay. But you did have a father who played Major League Baseball.
Yeah, and he
there
played
you
for
go.
the Dodgers. That's exactly right. That was a terrible guess. Kind of like our Geico quote and our Kia Key.
Oh, the Kia Key. Are you kidding me? That was one of the worst ever. Very disrespectful.
Win is erased. And now Elian Herrera. Well, I know one of them.
What do you got?
As far as guessing?
Sure.
D-backs, no.
Yeah, there you go.
To the right side, Justin Upton is there. And he puts that one away.
Tony Gwynn Jr.
Good job by you.
Thank you.
You got it.
Very blatant one. Yeah, let's get that one out of the way.
Well done. So that'll do it. You got it. Well done. How many are there, by the way?
6.
Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable.
6 current Dodgers or 6 Dodgers of all time?
6 of the current Dodgers whose fathers played in the major leagues at one point or time. Well, let's see. You have 1, 2.
Well, how about that? How about that
tonight.
young man? His daddy was a great center fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates and others. His father, Andy Van Slyke.
You folks remember the curveball of Flash Gordon?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
There's his son, D. Gordon. Rolled out toward the hole. Great effort by Willie. Nothing you could do there, though. So Andre Ethier.
Well, you know Willie Bloomquist's always going to give you every ounce of his heart and soul, but there's just no play there. But it keeps the inning alive. And it's D. Gordon, son of Flash. Well, he looks like he's 11.
That is a 9-game hitting streak, Ethier, against the Diamondbacks alone.
Nice breaking ball there. Jump ahead 0-1 from Patrick Corbin. Bobby Abreu's having some fun over there. He's kind of the old man over there, isn't he?
He is, and he's been an interesting story because he couldn't hit with the Angels, and he was struggling, and you thought maybe his career was going to end, as that one is inside. And he's hit a bunch since coming over. How about 341 as a Dodger?
Well, one thing about him, he's always going to hit. He wasn't the only Angel not hitting, was he?
No, there's a whole bunch of them not hitting right now. Juan Uribe, he's very serious down there as well.
Bobby Abreu, my goodness. How about 1,335 RBIs? Golly.
Three and 1 the count. I think they're actually doing Juan Uribe's homers. Chopper. Aaron Hill with the flip, and nope, late to the bag. That's the call anyway. We'll see what we see on a replay.
Oh, an extra out here given by the Arizona Diamondbacks. There's the flip. Oh, wow, that is a really, really bad call by second base umpire Jim Wolf. I mean, a really bad call. But you can see where he's not in position to make that call. No, boy, now Patrick Corbin, you see he is right behind Andre Ethier. He can't really see. I mean, he's out by a good couple of feet. Safe as the call. Boy, you hope Patrick Corbin doesn't let that come back and haunt the Arizona Diamondbacks. Got to find a way to retire a dangerous Jerry Sands.
Left field, ranging over is Kubel. It's now a moot point. National Tent Event. Visit ChooseNissan.com or your local dealer today.
Likes to say the D-backs lead the league in love, and I'm here with Nick and Haley, and this is true. You guys got married yesterday, so less than 24 hours later, you're taking a D-backs game. Who decided that?
It was actually kind of a mutual decision between us and my family. We realized that there was a game the next day. Why the heck not?
And you've got your wedding party. There's actually, love is in the air tonight. There's actually a wedding proposal going on in the Jumbotron here. We just had the kiss cam, so love is in the air here at the ballpark, Nick.
I'm sorry?
Love is in the air here at the ballpark tonight.
I think she said yes.
Now, you're both big baseball fans. You brought your gloves to the ballpark.
Yep.
What was your thinking about first day of wedded bliss at the ballpark?
I don't know. I mean, we're just happy to be here. It's, her dad's a choice, and I mean, we always love coming. So yeah, it's a great thing.
Now, this is not the extent of the honeymoon, although this is great, and I'm not saying it's not great. But is there something planned after this?
Yes, we're actually going to be headed up north just to get out of the heat for the rest of the week. So.
Well, I know you guys are big D-back fans, and a little while ago we had that couple. It was their first ever date. Next thing you know, they're in New York City on Fox and Friends. So maybe we'll see if we can get you somewhere different for your honeymoon.
That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't have anything planned this week.
Yeah, maybe get out of Arizona. That'd be nice. Yeah.
And talk about your wedding party here. Who else is here with you?
So we have my best man, and then we have Haley's
matron of honor way down there. Hi, Brenna.
And by the way, she was giving her some on-camera coaching right before he went on. Yes. Got eye contact, and what else did she say?
On the question, eye contact, and
don't think too far.
Don't think too far ahead.
Well, guys, I thought I got a little dressed up for the ball game, but I think Nick with the tuxedo has me beat tonight.
Yeah, he does. Congratulations to that couple, and look forward to seeing Brad's visa bill when he has to buy plane tickets out of Arizona.
It looks like Brad's going to the wall to. Well, might as well send him to the French Riviera there, Brad.
0-2.
Oh, they're going to be so pleased.
Paul Goldschmidt to the right side. He'll take that one every day of the week.
Well, he sat back nicely and waited on that changeup and then just swatted it the other way. Beautifully done there by the young first baseman. He just sits back, lets a changeup travel, doesn't try to do too much. It's a good two-strike approach there from Goldschmidt.
All right, Mr. Bell, your opportunity, a second chance.
Taking a long look down at Matt Williams in the third base coaching box. Matt Williams probably giving him a sign, go ahead and drive it in the gap. I used to love it when the third base coach gave me that sign.
And there's a lot of gap to work with, and it'd be fun to see him run. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Bell, as we mentioned, he was actually born in Illinois, grew up in Florida, was a Dodgers draft pick out of high school. George Sherrill, the veteran left-hander, was sent from Baltimore in 2009 to L.A., and it was Bell that came back the other way in the trade. Got 3 big league home runs. Spent part of 2010, part of 2011 in the major leagues with Baltimore.
Ooh, he got himself a hanging slider there and he missed it. These are the ones you really dream about at night here, folks. Oh, my goodness. Those were fun. They weren't fun to foul off, though.
Mike Belfiore was sent on April 21st to the Baltimore organization, a minor leaguer for the Diamondbacks, to bring Bell over really as insurance. Kevin Towers had to cash in on that insurance today. That's a strike over the inside corner. So Bell goes down for the second time.
And that's what happens when you miss those hanging sliders. You rarely get another one. That's a beautiful fastball in. And Bell's a strikeout victor, and he'll tell you it wasn't that beautiful strike 3 pitch that is the reason I struck out. The reason I struck out is because I allowed him to get to that pitch by missing the hanging slider, which ended up being the second strike.
The ones you dream about. The other ones are nightmares because they're not going to give them to you again. Drops down a bunt, a good one. Capuano gets Corbin, and a sacrifice bunt for Corbin is third in the big leagues this year. So now you put yourself in position where a Bloomquist single can tie this game. CenturyLink presents high-speed internet and high-speed pitch. Corbin and Capuano 90 and 92. Willie tripled back in the 4th inning. His 3rd triple of the season. This club trying to find their swagger in their own ballpark.
Especially offensively. Been a real struggle offensively. Pretty much all year.
From the middle of April, April 17th at home, the Diamondbacks hitting .237 in this park. Averaging 3.4 runs per game. They maybe need to find their youth again, find the kid in them. Because most youngsters and oldsters that come into this ballpark say you can see the ball pretty well here.
Now Willie Bloomquist can get him right on that journey back to good things offensively here.
The other journey they're trying to make and continually make is that journey to Mount 500.
It's still going to be a bit of a journey. The Arizona Diamondbacks still 4 games away from climbing atop Mount 500. no better team to do it against than the league leading Los Angeles Dodgers. Timeouts called by Matt Trainer, the catcher.
Four 4-0 in their first 4 games at home, Arizona. It's been a great week for Willie.
Boy, what's going on here? This time Willie Bloomquist calls timeout. All right, let's do it again. A little cat and mouse being played now by the Dodger battery. And Willie Bloomquist, let's see who wins the game of cat and mouse here.
Willie ranging to his left. On across in time for the out. They strand that runner in scoring position. It's not just a good time. It's Miller time. Back at the ball yard, glad to have you with us. Pat Corbin still out there. Well, as much as Corbin has had to kind of tiptoe through a unique start, here he stands in the 6th inning, giving up just 2 runs, keeping his team in the ball game.
Quite admirably. It's not quite to the extent of Colorado. It was a much lesser start in Colorado for him, Darren, but he gave up some runs early and then really did a good job of keeping the opponent right where they were the last three innings and kept giving the guys a chance to swing the bats. In that start, the Diamondbacks didn't swing the bats. And so far in this start, the Diamondbacks haven't swung the bats.
Curveball is high to DeJesus. For Corbin, pitch count more than manageable. It's at 82. So you get, if it's uneventful, for sure a 6th inning. You'd love a 7th. Little number foul up the first base line. Ivan, a guy who is well traveled in the minor leagues. Father had a long major league career, but nearly 700 minor league games, a .297 career hitter.
Makes you wonder how just nobody can use a 300 hitter, huh?
That was kind of that last cut.
Yeah.
Went to the fall league at an older age to work on his game. You give him credit for all that.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. He's here. Probably does everything pretty well. Nothing spectacular. Ball 4, ball 3. That's ball 3.
Patton misses in. Big bat flip for that walk. And DeJesus reaches. Our Nissan text poll Well, you fans, you say that it's to be a good homestand, you want a perfect one.
Well, I'm glad we Diamondback fans, you aim high. Anything less than 6-0 is just absolutely unacceptable, according to 63% of you.
I, of course, voted for E, the Mets.
For all our friends at Deadspin.
We were saying yesterday, Alan Trammell said after the game, you just got to start winning series after series after series. That means 4-2 is 2 series wins. So we'll see. Tonight would be a good one to get a snatch back if they can get it. That'd be a really good way to start it. And as we said, and we've said it several times, they really are looking to regain some swagger here at home.
Good change up there. Jump ahead 0-1 from Corbin. This thing just floats right to the middle part of the plate. The trainer was fooled.
Corbin not necessarily a ground ball pitcher. He would love, and catchers are the victims, he would love to grab a double play if he could. Pat pitching to about league average ground ball to fly ball ratio. One and one the count.
Corbin really kind of slowing things down here. As Craig Breslow, as he does every single day, gets loose in the bullpen. Breslow's pitched a lot this year, hadn't he, Darren?
Yeah, he really has. Ziegler's pitched a lot as well, the two former Athletics.
That time he got a fastball right down the middle and right by Trainer. He challenged the catcher that's already hit a home run off of him here this evening. He's accounted for both Dodger runs. A 2-run homer back in the second inning. No back down from Corbin there. He went right after him, threw it right by him.
Crowd getting behind the Diamondbacks here with the Beat LA chant. That one's popped up. Miguel Montero hustling back, and did he hurt himself?
He hurt himself, either a knee,
grabbing at his groin,
or a hamstring, or oh boy, Diamondbacks can't afford to lose Miguel Montero. Ken Crenshaw, I'm all right.
It looked like whether his quad or his groin, he was grabbing when he once he got back.
Boy, that would be awful. Yeah, they're going to come out and test him now.
The veteran Henry Blanco will start moving around just in case.
Yeah, it's like the groin area. See, he's going, then all of a sudden he starts hopping. Like, ow. And right there, he's letting you know. Miguel Montero, he'll never let you know he's hurt unless he's really hurt. Well,
all right.
That would be tough.
Let's hope he is all right. He'll look to play through it right now, chomping on that gum, trying to distract himself. Really working that gum. 2-2 the count.
And that makes you wonder if DeJesus, who's got some speed at first base, might be off to the races, try to challenge the groin and throwing arm of Miguel Montero.
You bet. You make him work.
Absolutely.
It's a ruthless game in that sense.
Corbin thinking the same thing. This game's kind of slowed down to a crawl, hadn't it, Darren?
It certainly has.
And another step off. Now Corbin and Montero trying to get on the same page. Let's see what Montero wants. He wants a fastball away.
So Daniel Hudson pitched tonight in the minor leagues. Brad Steinke, how did he do?
Pretty decent from all reports. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He had a walk and a couple of strikeouts. He also walked twice himself and laid down a sacrifice bunt. 71 pitches in all. And so obviously the key tomorrow is how he feels. But we could possibly see him back against the Brewers later this weekend.
Takes that one literally off the plate. I'm not quite sure how he did that, but he reaches out and a little pop-up into right field. The funky approach ticked off with himself. Thank you, Brad, for that update. That's good news about Daniel Hudson. Really good news. So, again, unless there's a step backwards, you would assume he pitches Saturday against Milwaukee.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that was the target date. That was the public target date that was shared by the organization.
Then we'll see him Saturday against Milwaukee.
We'll wait until the team makes it official.
Good fastball jump ahead on the outside corner by Corbin. Trying to give his club 6 innings of 2-run ball. This is a good pitch right at the bottom of the kneecaps. Nicely done there by Corbin.
He would love that ground ball now. Sellers has flied to right and he has struck out.
Oh my God.
Dodger players down by the microphone are giving it to Corbin pretty hard about all the pickoff throws.
Oh, and 1 the count.
Whoa!
Bat goes, baseball into the seats.
Well, we're seeing a lot of that this year, aren't we?
We are.
Butterfingered ball players. And we have seen so much of this, just letting go of the bat. I think anymore, a lot of players, generally that pinky is off the bottom of the bat. His is not. We've seen a lot of bats just get launched, haven't we?
You didn't see it as much when you played.
No.
You got the rosin and the pine tar to keep it sticky and good tact on your hands.
Hey, man.
Nice. That's a great seat up there. Up by the sand lot. Futures Field.
Oh-2 pitch up. 1-2 now.
A lot of room in left center field. They're playing Sellers to the opposite field. The 1-2. A little topper. Bell can't make the play. Charging, trying to snag it. Unable to gobble it up. So a couple of Dodgers on with 1 out.
Tries to come in and get the short hop. Can't make the play. Everybody's safe. And they gave that an error. Is that correct, Darren?
They did.
Not the easiest of plays, and Kirk Gibson's going to make a move. He's going to take out his left-hander and replace him, I believe, with another left-hander. Corbin's thrown 96 pitches, and His night is over.
It's brought to you by our good friends and partners with Chevron. Glad to have them on board. Trevor Cahill going toe-to-toe with Aaron Harang tomorrow. And we'll be glad to have that one for you.
Poor Aaron looks like he needs some rest.
Yeah, that picture does show him a little sleepy there. But we won't be sleepy, and neither will you, and you'll be hanging out with us, so we're glad to do that. Craig Breslow. Every time the phone rings, he answers it, and something positive happens.
Just about every time the phone rings. Get Breslow up.
And here's what he's done. A 1.31 ERA, opponents hitting 155. Remind us, if you're a new viewer, and we get some new ones all the time, what kind of stuff does he have?
Well, he's got a fastball that just kind of hangs around anywhere from 87 to 91 miles an hour. He's got a very good changeup as well, and he throws an occasional slider to a left-hander. But he has been so good this year. That's why Kirk Gibson's used him so much.
He's in the top 10 amongst relievers in ERA, in the top 10 amongst relievers in opponents' batting average.
At the plate for Los Angeles.
And now Chris Capuano. Capuano singled back in the second inning, and he can bunt. So if it's time to bunt, he can really do it. Bell in at third, Goldschmidt at first. Seven sacrifice bunts leads Major League Baseball. Let's pull that bat back. There we go. Drops it down. Miguel Montero. Goodness gracious, what a bunt. Nice play by Miguel as well. And remember, Miguel hopped out pretty nicely behind the plate. It looked like his groin grabbed earlier, or his quad, but he moved all right.
Nice bunt there by Capuano to help himself. Montero bounces out there nice. He still looks a little ginger there, if you ask me.
And maybe a little mind over matter right now.
I always kind of liked Marianne.
Here's Tony Gwynn. Hot shot. Hill sticks with it. Thank goodness, because that saved a couple of runs. Nice job, Breslow. He inherits a pair like he's done all year long. None of them score. The Diamondbacks host the San Diego Padres. It's a 6:40 game. The first 20,000 fans get a 4th of July t-shirt.
It's courtesy of Ram Trucks. Then the fireworks will come to you. Relax in air-conditioned Chase Field. We'll open the roof. Post-game fireworks spectacular. Courtesy of Gila River Casinos. Reserve your tickets now. 602-514-8400. Again, 602-514-8400 or dbacks.com/tickets online. Bad news. It looks like Miguel Montero may be sitting this one out. A guy who never gives up his time behind the plate. I think Kirk Gibson probably not giving him a choice. Go get it checked on right now.
Well, if you just stretched something in there or just tweaked it ever so slightly, why let him run back out there and injure it worse? Here's the play. Sprinting back to try to catch a pop. Then he comes up a little bit lame, as you can see. And he wanted to finish that inning.
And it's a groin. I mean, they haven't announced it, but he grabbed in that general area a couple of times. Either that or it's a quad, very high quad. Boy, the position of catcher, let's hope that it's a 24-hour situation. The other part of the story, though, tonight is this is a must-win series for the Diamondbacks. They're down 2-1. They're in this ballgame. That's the good news.
That's exactly right. Patrick Corbin gave him a gutsy 5 1/3 innings, keeping his team in the ballgame. Breslow came in and got 2 big outs. His outside corner strike, inside corner strike, and Aaron Hill is down 0-2. He's driven in the only run of the ball game back in the 4th inning with a base hit right back up the middle.
0-2 the count on Hill.
And that's going to do it. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Capuano can't believe that Dale Scott didn't give him that one. I think I can't either, Darren. It looked like a pretty doggone good pitch.
Chris doesn't say anything, just goes back to laboring. Look at Trainer tell him, I want it down. He got it there. Trainer blocked it up. Had him leaning. And Hill on the ground in time for the pitchers. Their goal is to let hitters find that uncomfortable place and be leaning and not be able to find their spot. That's what Capuano's done.
Sure.
All night long. And then just when any other time you get a pitch you'd hammer, you're not ready for it.
That's exactly right. And that's what pitching is. We watched Greg Maddux do it for years. Just continually change speeds, change location, keep hitters guessing, keep them off balance.
Rick Honeycutt with the Diamondbacks lineup, making some notes as he goes.
Quiet on deck.
Oh, Justin got a good pitch to hit there. That looks like a nice play by a Dodger fan down there. Really nice play. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. Oh, no, Justin, you didn't miss that one. But yes, he did. And he sits 0-1.
Oh, and 1 the count on Upton. Upton fouls that one back. So if the Diamondbacks wanted to put a dartboard up in the locker room and throw darts, it would look like this.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Because the guys who don't throw darts on the mound have really been frustrating them. Moyer first, Chen next, and tonight Chris Capuano.
Justin's taken 2 Huge swings, had a couple of good pitches to hit, and he's come up empty on both of them. And he's taken a long time to get back in the box. Here we go. Coming inside. That one was too far inside.
A ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, and 1 swing of the bat away from tying this ball game up.
Pretty good change up there. Justin recognized it, and he didn't bite.
I mean, maybe let's just close the roof and things will work better.
Well, sure.
Just change it up. Maybe change the fortunes. The 2-2. High and away, 3-2 the count.
Justin's done a nice job of, after falling behind in the hole 0-2, he's laid off 3 pretty close pitches. Now he sits 3-2, but that's the thing with Capuano, you still don't know what's coming. It could be that terrific changeup. It might be that fastball in, the fastball away. You just don't know. Good at-bat by Upton. Very good at-bat by Upton.
Right off the plate, and a nice job by Justin.
And it's not far off the plate, but that's not a strike. That's the correct call by Dale Scott, and that's a really good at-bat. Nice job of fighting back.
Hey, any kind of button we can push to maybe shake things up, we'll be glad to do it. The rally roof.
Once again, Justin Upton got to be very careful not to get picked off of first base by Chris Capuano. I'm sure Eric Young has been hammering that on these Diamondback base runners. Just what a great move Capuano has.
Blanco 3 for 23 this year. Without a long ball, without an RBI. Was dangerous with the long ball last year. Third base side of the rubber. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Began his career with the Dodgers, did Blanco. Watchful eye of Mike Scioscia coming up through the ranks, who was an active player at that time. Henry serves that one into the seats. Venture a guess that Blanco is the only guy down there on either active roster who you can say that his career in professional baseball began in the 80s.
There's not many of them anymore, is there?
Because he signed with the Dodgers organization, was a minor leaguer in the 80s, 1989. Oh, my goodness. He used the A move, and Justin Upton just got picked off, turned it into a caught stealing.
Can't imagine what Justin was doing there. He was not stealing. He just got picked off. That is a huge, huge mistake by Upton. Just a free out. He's not stealing. He just flat out gets picked off.
See how Chris kind of hooked his foot underneath. That's a new angle to that look. Capuano's move, I can remember covering it in Milwaukee the year he won 18. And in the rare occasion that a pitcher would reach, you know, a walk or a rare pitcher base hit,
he'd get him, huh?
Always. Every time he'd pick the pitcher off.
If you lose your concentration over there, he's going to get you. And that's exactly what happened to Justin. We were talking about it. One thing you can't have happen is get picked off by that good move.
Pop foul coming up this way. And that one is down below. 1-2 the count for Capuano. That's actually a pickoff caught stealing. And that is a strikeout. Boy, the athletic left-hander cleaned it right up. You thought you might have gotten a break with the Upton walk. Think again, says Capuano.
The first in a series of 5. Call 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/tickets.
Don't forget about our post-game show tonight. Joe Borowski will be hosting along with Jody Jackson. Hello, Joe.
What's going on?
Thanks for coming in here.
Did Jody just kick you off the stage out there?
No, I decided to give Jody a little bit of a break. She's really getting ready for the post game right now.
All right. Well, we're going to have you sit with us for a half inning. We kind of want to get your perspective. We kind of want you to tease to what you might be talking about because you're very good at that. Having Gracie and I tune in. We're supposed to be getting in our cars, but we want to know what you're going to do.
I make you stick around a little bit.
You do make us stick around. And I want to start with the concept. And I know that the Diamondbacks are working defensively right now, but 4 names: Capuano, Chen, Moyer, and Zito, as Henry Blanco is behind the plate. All 4 left-handers who are not overpowering. Why have they had success with Arizona?
I think the biggest thing when you think of all 4 of those guys are guys who have quality changeups.
True.
And it seems like they just have the Diamondbacks off balance. They have them out on their front foot. They can't. I think, and Gracie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but a changeup is probably the most difficult pitch to pick up as a hitter because you have the same arm speed as a fastball and it's coming out of the same arm slot.
Well, it certainly can be. My little philosophy is that right now the Diamondbacks have really struggled offensively for about a month now, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Give or take a game or two, about a month. And when a team is pressing Zach's tap to Bloomquist, he better get it over there quickly. He does. 1 away. But what I see is, as a hitter, when you're pressing, when you're trying to do too much, you're even more aggressive at the plate.
Sure.
And because of that, you're thinking, I'm going to get that first fastball. And when I get that first fastball in the zone, I'm going to knock it to kingdom come. Well, these veteran, smart, left-handed.
Absolutely.
They know that.
They're reading your swings. Yes, absolutely.
They're watching your at bat. The catcher's watching your at bat, and well, man, let's throw these guys a bunch of fastballs just out of the zone. Get them to maybe chase those and get themselves out. But in the meantime, let's throw them a bunch of changeups too, And you've seen the results from those 4 guys that you mentioned, Darren.
It's almost as if they start to pitch a little bit backwards. They're using their soft stuff early in counts, and then when you would think when they're way ahead, where you would start seeing off-speed breaking balls, changeups, they're starting to throw their fastballs in and out, just off the plate, making you chase. They're using your aggressiveness against you.
Joe, when you faced hitters, you were a closer, but you also pitched in other situations too. Did you like or dislike a guy that came up there swinging hard?
I loved it.
You loved it?
Absolutely loved guys who came up there and were aggressive at the plate, because I know they were playing to my strength. I didn't have to look to try and get ahead of them with something in the strike zone, because let's face it, I didn't have unbelievable closer stuff. That's not how I got you out. I got you out by playing against your weaknesses, and which was my strength, was kind of pitching a little bit backwards, throwing pitches in different counts that you weren't expecting, and trying to get you out just off of the plate, trying to get you thinking that it's the illusion of a strike, but by me throwing, say, a slider in a fastball count, my slider was a late break, so maybe they didn't pick it up right away. And that's kind of how I did it. But you see a lot of times when you have people who are aggressive at the plate when they come up, I think it works to the pitchers just to his favor, just having guys who are.
But you see that.
Oh, absolutely.
You see that within a pitcher too, don't you? That this guy, he's trying to hit a home run off me. He's not trying to just get a base hit. He's trying to do big damage.
Absolutely. I was not a big fan of guys who were contact hitters. They'd foul everything off and wait for you to make that mistake. I'd rather the guys who were looking to go six rows deep every time.
Like a Juan Pierre, somebody like that. Hi, Darren.
2-2 the count on Andre Ethier. What'd you think of Pat Corbin tonight?
After, I think, Matt Trainer, jumped on that first pitch and got him, but I thought he settled down nicely. He's still a work in progress, and you could see it.
Ethier puts good wood on that baseball. It's deep. A front foot, one-hand home run for Andre Ethier.
That's a painful one there.
When you're trying to hang in this game, you're trying to fight your way back. And Andre Ethier, 18 hits in his last 9 games, make it 19 against the Diamondbacks in his last 9 games.
When we came on the air, we said this guy just kills the Diamondbacks. And what happens there, even though he's out in front, he gets full extension with his arms, and the barrel of the bat gets right to where it needs to be. And you can see Breslow, along with a lot of Diamondback fans, not so happy about that.
That's the frustrating part as a pitcher. You make your pitch, you get him out on his front foot, but he's such a good hitter.
Yeah.
He's still able to get the extension on the bat and get enough wood on it to hit it out.
Did you feel the pressure? And let me put it better. Did you feel the responsibility, and Breslow's been so good this year, of being a reliever coming in, not to save a game, but being a reliever that's coming in with your team within a run or two, knowing you had to keep it right there?
Absolutely. And that's the thing, is that as a reliever, I didn't care about my individual statistics. It was more about I didn't want to let my teammates down, and that kind of drove me to be the kind of pitcher that I was, to just strive to be that much better. I would rather give up my own runs than if you came in, say, with people on base. That was the worst as a reliever, to give up other people's runs. But, I mean, it's a tough situation. When you're constantly pitching in 1-run games, 2-run games, you're going to have your outings where you give up a run or two, and it's magnified when the team's struggling like they are right now.
Did you ever start? Were you ever a starter?
I started one game as a spot starter.
Okay, so you were a starter in the big leagues. Okay, put yourself in a starter's shoes. You got an offense that's scuffling, scuffling to score runs. Are you feeling like, if you're Patrick Corbin, that's a strikeout there of Van Slyke, but are you feeling like, if I give up 1 or 2 runs, I'm going to lose?
Yes.
And so you feel like you have to be perfect, and if you're not perfect, it could be a long night.
And that's the thing, Gracie. When you are trying to be perfect, that's when you usually make more mistakes.
That's when the mistakes are made. Makes a lot of sense.
You're kind of getting out of your comfort zone, and you're trying to do something that you're not used to doing. You're getting out of your element. And and for me, I always thought that when I tried to be specific with something, it made me make more mistakes.
Well, I hope you saved something for us for the post-game show.
Oh, I did. We got something to talk about.
All right, pal.
Good seeing you guys.
Thank you, Joe Bo. Good stuff.
I'm told, by the way, when we're staying here, we'll dismiss Joe and let him get ready for the post game. But one of the rare treats of having technical difficulties is, come on, get off your couch. Come on, sing along.
Check out DBTV for the lyrics of tonight's Chase Field sing-along.
This is our Infinity game summary as we welcome you back to the ball yard. 3-1 is the score. Matt Trainer, Andre Ethier, both with long balls in this contest. Here's Trainer, a 2-run shot. Here's Ethier, one hand, front foot, crushed.
Diamondbacks looking to get something done on the offensive side of things. Ronald Belisario has taken over now for the Los Angeles Dodgers on the mound. He's yet to give up a run. And Diamondbacks only have 4 hits so far in this ball game.
What a night for Capuano again. Young pulls that one. Another solid night for a left-hander who's not overpowering. Thinking man's pitcher as Loney takes over at first. He's in the 9 slot. Van Slyke moves to left field. The pitcher's spot is the 5th slot, occupied by Belisario.
We'll take a break while our ball person goes and retrieves that foul ball.
Karen Lebovic going out there doing a nice job. Thank you,
Showing
Karen.
some hustle there, Karen. Way to go.
Bert Peterson down the right side.
Well, Belisario thought he had strike 3.
There's Bert.
He didn't. Hi, Bert. That late movement on that Belisario fastball.
2-2 the count.
Makes you wonder a little bit, doesn't it?
They play Young to pull in the infield.
Well, that's big time movement at 94 miles an hour. My goodness. You're throwing that hard. I can't believe it can move that much. You see that ball moves almost 6 inches inside.
A lot of room on the right side, a lot of room in the gap in right center field.
Still 9 outs left. But you got to start doing some damage, and you got to start doing it quickly.
Lifted to left field, right there, stopping dead in his tracks.
That's bad luck.
Like.
Very bad luck there for Chris Young and the Diamondbacks.
It's been bad luck for Arizona with all these APS Energy All-Stars. We've added another name to this graphic because that can't be excluded as well. Just days before, Barry Zito, all 4 of these war-torn veterans have frustrated the Diamondbacks.
None of those guys throw over 87, 88 miles an hour. All of them deception guys, off-speed guys. And all of them looking to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks.
They had to make a call to the bullpen, and you're dealing with a guy throwing 94 with sink.
Right down Broadway.
They ended up splitting the plate with that one.
You can see, I mean, this thing is center cut. That one took a big bite out of home plate umpire Dale Scott. Let's hope he's okay. There's protection there, but it looks like it might have got up underneath there and got him in the breadbasket.
Oh, yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, that'll take your breath away, Dale. You know that. You've been back there for a lot of years. One of the real good guys in the game, Dale Scott.
Oh, he knows what it feels like.
Yeah, he got his fair share of those, didn't he?
Mr. and Mrs. Garagiola here, always an honor.
And that one is over there by the Hall of Famer and his beautiful wife.
1-2 the count. He'll be back in the booth here soon.
He's always fun to listen to and enjoy.
Is that a changeup?
That was a changeup.
Okay, 89 miles an hour, so not uber slow.
First base, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ah, boy. Still a ball player, still a fan.
Still a fan.
All right.
Hadn't had much to cheer about here at Chase Field tonight. Unfortunately, it's kind of been that way at home this season.
This is a club that has really lost their way in their own ballpark.
First things first, you need a base runner. Got to have a base runner to get the tying run to the plate. Somehow, some way, you got to get on.
The Diamondbacks in the 7th inning or later, tied, ahead by 1, or with the tying run on deck, have really struggled this year. That one is outside. Last year, they stayed above 280 for a majority of the year. And in those close and late situations, they led the major leagues in batting average, slugging percentage, and on-base percentage. Close games late. Hitting just 184 in that situation.
Quite a bit different. That's last in the majors, isn't it?
Yes. 2-2. And they're talking about Belisario, and Goldschmidt goes down on strikes.
And it's between the ages of 10 through 14. They come out Sunday to Chase Field for the Fox Sports Arizona and Sanderson Ford Kidcaster auditions from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. near section 115 and 116 during the Brewers and Diamondbacks game. We'd love to have you out up here with us, wouldn't we, Darren?
You know what? The first half hour, 11:30 to 12, I'll go down and I'll do the demos with you guys.
Really?
11:30 to 12. So if you're there, 11:30 to 12, I got to get ready for the game. I'll be there.
That's great.
I'll be there 11:30 to 12.
That's going to be awesome. They're going to love it.
I don't know if they will or not, because I'm going to be really honest.
Really?
I mean, parents might be offended. So consider that if you're going to bring your children down.
So you're going to tell these parents that their kids are doing a lousy job broadcasting?
If they do.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair.
No, I'm teasing. I'm going to come down from 11:30 to 12, and then obviously if you make it thereafter, we're going to love on all the youngsters out there and their parents. So we want the next great broadcaster now to come take Gracie and I's job. Come on up here.
Somebody's going to do it someday.
We'll see you there Sunday. I'll be there 11:30 to 12.
All right, our trivia question. Name the 6 Dodgers that have fathers who played in the major leagues. That's amazing. There they are. Well, that was exciting. Brian Shaw is going to take over now for the Arizona Diamondbacks here in the top of the 8th inning. He's going to face the aforementioned Ivan DeJesus, who had a father that played Major League Baseball. One of the 6 Dodgers that had fathers play Major League Baseball.
One and one the count. An excellent cut fastball, a respectable ERA of 2.30. First batters have gone back empty-handed quite a bit against the talented Brian Shaw. There's the reason why. 1-2 the count.
A good cut fastball. Fox Sports Game Connect, Darren. The ultimate online experience for fans. Log on to take part in the most interactive forum during D-backs games. Stats, trends, exclusive analysis, and live Twitter feeds. Plus, you can even share your thoughts with the game broadcast. Fox Sports Game Connect, now available on foxsportsarizona.com. Just give you a little jolt there, Darren. Like a double espresso.
That did kind of shock me. I didn't really know where you were going there, but I liked it in the end because I love Fox Sports Game Connect. To the right side, Hill can't come up with it, so a base hit. DeJesus. And that's his first hit of the night. He is also a walk.
This ball's hit so hard it gets underneath the sprawling Aaron Hill. That's hit number 8 on the night for the Dodgers. Matt Trainer, he had the 2-run homer back in the 2nd inning. That was off of Patrick Corbin. That's all that Patrick gave up.
Ah, look at that. It's kind of troubling.
He's a woolly booger, isn't he?
1-0 the count. The arm angle a little bit low there. Now we kind of have dueling chants. One fan gets it going. Let's go Diamondbacks. The Dodger fan tries to interrupt them with their team.
Sure. Diamondback fans desperate for some offense.
1-1 the count. How about that, Gracie?
What do you got? A Buffalo-headed Dodger guy. What do you think? Tatanka.
It kind of looks like that. Looks like maybe the Lodge from the Flintstones. They had to wear hats like that.
Yeah, the Buffaloes.
Yes, that's exactly right. The 1-1. Good pitch. That cut fastball nips the inside corner.
Just beautifully executed there by Shaw.
Went to college not too far from Dodger Stadium. Went to Long Beach State. Curveball. Got it.
Curveball. Well, that was one of the better curveballs we've seen Shaw throw all year, wouldn't you say, Darren?
Yes. Perfect spot.
I mean, and right after 3 or 4 cut fastballs, now that beautiful curveball. You could see just how fooled Trainer was there. That'll bring up Justin Sellers now, who had a father play in the big leagues as well.
I played for Boston, if I'm not mistaken. His name was Jeff Sellers, right?
I don't know, honestly.
I think that's what it said there, if I remember. Let's do a double check. Folks, bear with us here. 1-0 the count. Well, sure enough, he did. Jeff is his name. He played for Boston from 85 to 88. And he was a pitcher, Jeff Sellers. I remember him. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. That's an excellent trivia question. 1-1 the count.
Really wasn't.
Bell even with the bag at third. Arizona in their own ballpark opened things up. Bright, shiny, and new this year. 4-0. With some good offense. Averaging close to 6 runs a game. And in their last 15 home games, they've been, if anything, very human. The ERA has gone up by 2 runs. The runs have come down by 2. And they've only won 3 of those games.
Yeah, amazing that in the supposed hitter-friendly ballpark, 3.4 runs a game. Boy, that's paltry. I'll tell you what, Diamondbacks tonight, Patrick Corbin threw 96 pitches and probably 30 more to first base. Now, Brian Shaw throwing a lot to first base as well. Kirk Gibson wanting lots of pickoff throws here this evening.
Arizona, in 8 of their last 15 home games, have scored 2 runs or less. Don't forget, hang with us for our post-game show coming up 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. Run on the move. That one is popped foul. You never know. Arizona trying to do some dirty work against a team that's in the top of the Western Division. That LA on their hats. LA has been a tough place to be athletically recently for some teams.
Like the Lakers?
Unfortunately.
Not the Kings.
Oh, not the Kings. But let's hope the Coyotes can get a win. To right field, they were playing very shallow. All the way to the wall it goes. Come on down. Hustling towards third is Sellers. It is 4-1.
Well, this Dodger team's in first place, and you're seeing why. Not only do they have some star players, Darren, but they've got some depth. And the Diamondbacks are getting a real introduction to the Dodger depth here this evening. A lot of people are like, are you serious with this lineup? A lot of people were. Well, Dodgers are serious, and the Diamondbacks are getting all kinds of seriousness here late in the ball game.
This ball game started without one of the biggest mashers as the Diamondbacks look on, I would imagine, in frustration. But public enemy offensively #1 didn't start tonight. And that's this man, James Loney. High fly ball, deep right field. That one is gone. As we were saying,
right on cue, Darren. You know what James Loney does, especially in this ballpark. Cut her in. And every home run he's hit here has been just like that. A bomb. Way out of here. Brian Shaw's come on here in the 8th inning. Unfortunately, he's been handed his lunch.
James Loney is a .396 career hitter against the Diamondbacks in this ballpark. An on-base plus slugging of nearly 1,100. An on-base percentage of nearly .450 in this ballpark. He didn't start this game.
No.
And the guy who certainly isn't a home run hitter has 10 career home runs against the Diamondbacks.
There you have it. He kills the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Five and 2 without Kemp. Team hitting .293 without Kemp. The batting average is higher without Matt Kemp as a team.
Isn't that amazing?
I would imagine the focus is higher. That's why.
Well, sure. And some other guys are getting opportunities. Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah, the Dodgers are. That's why it looks to be like the Diamondbacks are going to be looking up at a 10.5 game ladder that they're going to have to climb. That's as we speak.
One and two, the count. But that one is rolled foul. I'll take Andre Ethier for an example, as Loney already made his contribution. Ethier, you would think, would not be able to do anything. His bodyguard's injured, and he's walked plenty, don't get me wrong, but in 8 games, he's 11 for 29, hitting .379 without Kemp. 2 homers and 6 RBIs. That one is on the ground. Hill on the backhand. Nice play, Aaron Hill. Very nice play, and he gets Tony Gwynn. I mean, 5 and 2 without him.
Just imagine what they're going to be when he does get healthy. Because they were really good with him, too.
Plenty of matchups between Arizona and Los Angeles in this series for the rest of the year for the Diamondbacks to get hot and turn it around. But this is a view of what the Diamondbacks look like from the other side a majority of last season. Teams couldn't figure out how they were doing it in July, August, and September.
Sure.
And they would do just what the Dodgers are doing. Just steamroll teams.
Yeah. Put what people thought as a makeshift lineup out there. Have a guy pitching that really nobody had ever heard of, like Wade Miley last year, and all of a sudden he'd go out and win. People didn't know of Ryan Roberts last year. All he did was go out and help the Diamondbacks win.
One and two, the count. Josh Colmentor won 10 games. We got an update on Miguel Montero as well. We'll give it to you when we come back. Trucks, tools of the trade. I'll tell you what, Chris Capuano, his toolbox may not be nearly as strong as it was when he was younger, but that mind certainly is.
Oh, he was brilliant tonight. He had the Diamondbacks eaten out of his hands with just a mix of fastballs, changeups, breaking balls. Nothing over 88 miles an hour. But don't tell the Diamondback hitters that. They were carved up by Chris Capuano tonight.
Javi Guerra goes to work. One-time Dodgers closer. Josh Bell gets ready to hit for the Diamondbacks. Adam Kennedy is out there at third base. Let's say set the lineup for us. We'll set it for you. It's like the pitcher spot is the 2 spot as that fastball is up and in. Adam Kennedy will now bat in the 5 spot.
Josh Bell turn around and hit from the left side. Got a generous inside corner there from Dale Scott.
One and one the count on Bell. Gracie, there's a kid behind home plate, a young man.
Okay.
And he has been going strong from start to finish.
This young man?
Every pitch, he's got the hands up, he's cheering. He has been fired up. Well, now he knows he's on, but from start to finish, swing and a miss, 2-2. You would think, 9:30, school night. School's almost over, but school night, he'd be curled up in a seat.
Not him. He's loving baseball.
2-2 the count. There he is. He's ready. Chopper and hugging the line. That's a foul ball. Now, we saw the motion made there by C.B. Buckner. Both umpires made a motion. Whose actual call is this?
It is the umpire, the home plate umpire's call until the ball passes first base. Once the ball passes first base, it's C.B. Buckner, the first base umpire. But anything on the plate side of first base, it is the home plate umpire's call.
Three and two the count. Cody Ransom designated for assignment. Josh Bell brought up from AAA. Gives that one a shot. Boy, that bat had a sound. Josh Bell with his first hit as a Diamondback, and good for him.
As you said, that did make a sound. Did a good job of getting himself into a good hitter's count. Got a fastball out over. Really ripped this Javi Guerra fastball into right center field for a base hit.
Now then, pinch hitting for Brian Shaw, number 37, Lyle Overbay.
Lyle now will pinch hit. Lyle Overbay. We'd like to remind folks that he's the pride of Centralia, Washington. He and Chris Capuano in that package together for Richie Sexson.
Along with Craig Counsell, Junior Spivey,
Chad Moeller,
Jorge
De La Rosa.
Yeah, he ended up being a pretty doggone good pitcher for Colorado for a couple of years. He's been hurt.
Coming back from Tommy John surgery. I was working for the other team when that deal happened. You felt like you got an entire team back.
And poor Richie Sexson was doing good things here until his career basically ended with one swing of the bat. Tore his shoulder up and just never really recovered. Threw a fastball right by Lyle Overbay there.
Nice year for Lyle. 16 hits and 49 at bats. He's got 5 doubles. On the other side of the ledger, that trade allowed a really struggling Brewers franchise to at least play major leaguers, to add to their roster all at once so they could wait for and draft guys like Prince Fielder.
Sure.
And Ricky Weeks. Heck, Tony Gwynn was part of that draft in 03. Young Tony Gwynn. And wait for him. He did not go around. Heck, I think within a year or two they even went out and they didn't have to make the trade, but they went ahead and added Damian Miller too, a former Diamondback.
Yeah, they added Damian Miller. And then all those really good players you mentioned started playing well. Next thing you know, that led to a bunch of sellouts at Miller Park. And that allowed him to go get CC Sabathia later.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A couple of years after a 500 season, as that one is up and in, 3-2 the count. Speaking of that, by the way, we know it's a couple hours later in the heart of the Midwest in Milwaukee. They're still playing baseball there.
They're in the 14th inning, as a matter of fact, with the San Francisco Giants. The beer makers are.
They're coming to town this weekend. Milwaukee will visit this weekend. Lyle, ground ball, Loney, nice play, gets the lead runner, and that's all they'll get. So we have an update on Miguel Montero. Brad's been on the story. Brad, what do you know?
Well, the D-backs telling us that Miguel suffered a mild right groin strain. Going to be listed day to day. It was interesting. We see the play right here. Kurt Gibson telling us the other day, Miggy wants to catch every game. It's tough to pull him out of the lineup. He was hoping, obviously, to give him a day off during this homestand, the off day for the team on Thursday. But Miggy's tough. Miggy will want to play through this, but it is a mild right groin strain.
Pretty much what we thought, huh, Darren?
Yeah, it's too bad. Too bad that it happened. But as Henry Blanco works, we'll see what ends up being the end result. Guerra misses high to Willie Bloomquist. Now the good news is, Gracie, if we're going back in time, you want to put a little bow on that story we told.
What's that?
You know, the Sexton in the shoulder and 6 players shipped away and helping another franchise kind of turn things around. That one is bunted foul. Is those 111 losses. Oh, boy.
Poor Dale Scott. He's taking a beating back there.
He got one in the ribs earlier, too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Boy, he is in agony right now. I think this is one where no man ever wants to get hit. All you men, just look away from your television. That's good to see he's okay. You know, it wasn't but a couple, 3 years ago, Darren, that Chris Snyder took a ball in that area and ended up having to have surgery. But Dale Scott's okay.
One and one to count.
Well, we'll all just have to guess where that ball got him.
I never saw it. 1 and 1 the count. Tough, though. I mean, it
has to be tough.
Remember, we had Rob Drake come back
the
from
knee.
a shot in the knee. To the right side. Loney gets the lead runner. Boy, did he stick to it. Willie unfortunate because that was a bullet.
As you said, that is a bullet. It's a super play there. And how about staying with it there by James Loney? And he gets just ahead of Lyle Overbay.
Here's Aaron Hill. The Dodgers lead it 6-1. They exploded in the 8th inning. James Loney dropped the ball into the bleachers. Justin Sellers tripled in a run as well. Andre Ethier homered in the 7th inning. And a ball game that had a real tight feel for the first 6+. It was a 2-1 game until the top of the 7th inning, if you're just joining us. And then Los Angeles opened it up. Thank you, folks, for following us on D-Backs Booth on Twitter. Just got a note here from Ruben Flores. It's quite disconcerting. He says, are you guys aware you're not taking any commercials?
Oh, my gosh. I never even knew that, Darren. Did you?
What? The 1-1.
Well, folks, we have to apologize. We did not want you guys to see all those things that we do during commercial breaks. My gosh, Darren, now I'm embarrassed.
Thank you, Ruben, for pointing that out. Following us on D-Backs Booth on Twitter. The 2-1. Fly ball left field off the end of the bat. And the big fella, Van Slyke, takes it away. I'm told we're going to attempt to take a commercial break, and we're going to do it. Hold on tight right now. Tonight, Chaz Roberts air conditioning cool plays of the game. Both of these clubs certainly have had their finest hours defensively, but tonight the Dodgers have brought the whooping stick again. As the left-hander Zagurski takes over in a 6-1 Dodgers lead. Such an important role out of that bullpen, fair or not, as Mike is on for the 10th time. When you come in and it's a 1-run deficit, 2-run deficit, your team's kind of fighting. I mean, that's a total back against the wall position, but that's unfortunate when the bullpen folded for a while tonight. I mean, Craig Breslow's been almost perfect this year. He finally gave up a long ball.
And then the 3 runs at the expense of Brian Shaw pretty much put the game on ice for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Andre with the homer. A feat of strength, if you will. And it was a feat of strength that had him one hand, front foot, knocking a ball in the bleachers. Or in the pool area, whichever you'd like to call it.
It's kind of all the same.
Outside. Hey, don't forget we've got a post-game show coming up when this one's over.
We'll have lots to talk about. Four quick wide ones to Andre Ethier, and Mike Zagurski will have to go out of the stretch here and try to find a ground ball.
Scott Van Slyke.
Don Mattingly out for a quick conversation. What's Don have going there? Is he looking at the lineup out on the board? So he's looking at the lineup out on the board. That's what he's seeing. That's what he's talking about right now. Now the home plate umpire has his lineup, Dale Scott. They just want to make sure they're in one accord. Kirk Gibson's got his lineup too. He'll double check it as well. All right, I think we're all good. All right.
Just another minor delay.
And Abreu waits on deck. Good fastball to Scott Van Slyke. Broke his bat, and up and into the seats it goes. Chase is up and out of the zone. What do you got, Gracie?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Darren. Folks, if you're hitting the road this season, take Fox Sports Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Diamondbacks out-of-market game live online on your favorite devices in HD quality, Darren. Visit dbacks.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. They're not having such a good honeymoon here tonight. Kind of down in the dumps with this result.
You think?
Well, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you were noticing. I know our viewers might not have known it. As Bobby Abreu, the veteran, takes a pitch away. Struggled, as they have struggled to get the offense going, those newlyweds. But, you know, Brad's sending him on a European vacation. So
well, it's the French Riviera, as a matter of fact.
He's going right.
I think it's great.
He's going right to that platinum card, and away they go.
Henry Blanco going to come out and have a conversation with Zagurski.
So, Brad, you know, you offered them.
That was nice of you, Brad.
A great trip. What's the latest on that?
I did not know that. It's my Fox Sports Arizona American Express card, so hopefully it'll give them a nice honeymoon. Their first night here at the ballpark.
When does that expire, that card?
They'll find out. Day one of the French Riviera.
That's just nice of you to do that for him, Brad.
2-1 the count. That couple and Mom and Dad and Audrey all going on a European vacation. Rusty. 2-2 the count. This gentleman began as a Houston Astro in 1996 at 22 years old. This year he scuffled, hit .208 with the Angels to begin the year, and many thought it might be ending. He's hitting .341 as a Dodger. It's not over yet for Bobby Abreu. That one punches him out.
This at bat's over.
This at bat is over. And he was having so much fun earlier in the dugout as well.
He was having he's having the time of his life. But he just got a fastball right to the outside corner by Bronco Nagurski. I'm sorry, Zagurski.
Good job right there. Adam Kennedy drives it. Justin Upton coming on. And Justin puts it away. The Diamondbacks need 5 to tie as we head to the bottom half of inning number 9 here at Chase. A lot of times when we get up above Utah on those cross-country flights, Gracie will get up, say, all right, everybody on your feet, and he'll have all the guys doing the sprinkler.
Yeah. One of the guys that really, really enjoys that is Mike Zagurski. He can do a sprinkler.
Silly, isn't it?
It's amazing. Gibby gets up there and does it. It's awesome.
Jamie Wright.
They don't like me doing the sprinkler after losses, only after wins.
I had to tell you that a couple of times. Jamie Wright began his career with the Colorado Rockies. Very well traveled. Have sinker, will travel. Here's Justin Upton. That pitch is high. 1-0 the count. Base runners. Diamondbacks need some base runners to get things going.
Need a boatload of them.
Two and 0 the count. The 2-0. 2-1.
2-1.
Want to advise all you folks at home, if you believe in the rally cap, go ahead and put it on.
Put on about 4 of them.
Bouncing ball. There's the first base runner.
There you go. And if your husband, wife, or significant other is maybe nodding off in the armchair next, just go ahead and slip one on them too. They won't know the difference.
All right. Henry now. I could sit and take and put both backs of the baseball cards together. But I'm going to guess there's about 5 different teams that Henry caught Jamie Wright on.
Probably a good chance because they're both well-traveled.
They were battery mates about 3 different times. As that one misses low. They both were Brewers at about the same time. One and one the count to Henry Blanco. Came on for Miguel Montero, a minor groin injury. Henry Blanco hits it a mile high to left field. Kennedy is there, snags it out of the air and puts it away.
Center field, Chris Young.
What's going on here? There's a rally cap. Atta girl. I like it. And if your dog's in there helping you watch TV, go ahead and slip a rally cap on the dog, too.
Good call. Sundays, bark at the park as well.
Bark in the park, coming Sunday. You can dress your dog in all kinds of glasses and hats and outfits. Oh, it's going to be big league, Darren. You're going to love it.
By the way, Jamie Wright has thrown 241 innings to Henry Blanco as his catcher.
There you have it.
Milwaukee,
that's a lot.
And I'm sure elsewhere, but Milwaukee for sure, maybe Denver. And he got him that time.
He's known affectionately around baseball as Hank White. Henry Blanco.
They said that in the dugout. You could hear the Dodger. Hey, Hank White's on deck. Into the dirt it goes. And
nice play there by Trainer.
There are other times when you talk about names that Jamie Wright is known by other names from his catchers because he can get wild and beat them up.
He can get them thumbed once in a while.
Yes. If you remember the catcher Jeff Reed.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He caught Jamie more than anyone, and number 2 on that list is Henry Blanco.
That's great. Jeff Reed was one of my teammates in Chicago, one of my favorite of all time. And it's been a glum night here at Chase Field as far as the home fans are concerned.
Into the dirt it goes. Nowhere to go for Chris Young, unfortunately. So that'll do it for Young, and now Kubel.
Left field, Jason Kubel.
Justin Upton takes second. He'll get a stolen base.
Yeah, that's actually ruled defensive indifference. No stolen base there.
Joe Garagiola and I, well, we disdain and hate that rule of defensive indifference. Has no place in baseball. Oh, dear. Jason Kubel almost got Paul Goldschmidt.
So it has no place in baseball at all?
No. Defensive indifference. If he comes around and scores, that's an earned run. You think it's indifferent to Jamie Wright, the pitcher?
There
you have it. That's what I thought.
I don't like defensive indifference. Major League Baseball is going to review defensive indifference and the first to third move this winter.
Well, it's the third to first move.
All right, whatever. 0-2 the count.
Gubbed you there, my bad.
How's our kid doing behind the plate? He's still working.
He's still working it.
Come on. Now you're on TV.
Now you're on
really
Hi, guys. Yeah, go Dodgers.
He even managed to.
They're going to sleep well tonight.
They even managed to bring a little cutie down there with them. Bouncing ball and ranging over. That'll do it. And the Dodgers have a double digits lead now on top of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And they do so on May the 21st. With the victory, they improve to 29-13. Their lead is 10 1/2 games on top of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Work to do for Arizona. Work to do, to say the least. Let's get on out to our post-game show. We got a lot to talk about. The guys with some work to do, and the gals will do it after this break.